What is up, everybody? Back with another Most Listened to Bands of the Month video here. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, but I'm going to try to get back on it. And I got to say, first thing, thank you to everybody for 15,000 subscribers. That's pretty friggin' cool. Never thought I would get this many, but let's keep it going. I'll try to get back with some cool metal videos for y'all, different top 10s and other things I've got in mind. Just been kind of busy lately and stuff. Got a trip coming up. I'm going to Alaska for the third time, which I'm thinking about recording some of it. I love it up there. Maybe I'll just record the scenic stuff and show you all around up there. But yeah, with this little series I've been doing it for like 2 years now. Just go to my Spotify account, the stats feature, and tell y'all the bands I've been listening to the most over the last month, which is always pretty cool and interesting to go through. So my number 10 of August is what we're talking about here, is Sodom. Great classic band in the Teutonic Four. They're one of the best German bands in general, not just thrash, but of all the great metal bands from there, Sodom is definitely right up there at the top. With them, generally, I usually listen to like Code Red and M16 the most, probably. Just love those late 90s, early 2000s albums from them, but of course, their 80s stuff is legendary, and they got a really solid discography most of the way through, I'd say. Just great classic thrash. Number 9, I got Mgła from Poland. Great black metal, very kind of atmospheric and dark, eerie, haunting music a lot of the time. Very melodic, just great catchy stuff. They got 4 full lengths, a couple of EPs. Really, most of their stuff's just killer. They're one of the best live bands I've ever seen, but maybe like Graza is my favorite full length. It's close between that and Age of Excuse. Exercises in Fertility is really great as well. Really just love all their stuff. Hoping they put out something else, pretty soon. Haven't released a full length since 2019, so looking out for a new Mgła album hopefully soon. Number 8, I got Azagal. Great Finnish black metal. This band been around since the mid-90s. They've actually got like 12 albums. Great, just classic sounding, raw, typical, black metal that you would expect from a band from that, time period and from that region. But really good, aggressive, raw, kind of thrashy, great guitar tone. They did just put out an album a couple months back, which I think is pretty good. But generally, I'll listen to like Omega with them, which is their 2008 album, Of Beasts and Vultures from 2002, and Nemesis from 2012 are some of the standouts from them. If you like classic black metal, check these guys out. Number 7, Wasp. Love them. They're in my top 5 bands ever. Love Blackie. Today's actually his 67th birthday. Hard to believe he's that old, but happy birthday to Blackie. A lot of great material from Wasp. Love the 80s stuff. That self-titled is a legendary album. Last Command. All of them are great. Got Inside the Electric Circus up on the wall there. And even, some of their 2000 stuff I think is quite good as well. Number 6, if I can move my thing here. I got my setup over here. So my number 6 is Immortal. Great, classic Norwegian black metal. It's kind of hard to explain if you're not familiar with the band, like the whole situation with them right now. They got Demonaz in the band, who is a classic member, but Abath's no longer in the band. Horg is no longer in the band. Just Demonaz. He's doing a good job, though. The last 2 albums have been good. Horg was on the one in 2018, but not anymore. It's just Demonaz now. But the newest album is very solid. One of the better albums from this year, I think, but of course, their classic material, Pure Holocaust, At the Heart of Winter, all that stuff is absolutely fantastic. Love the kind of thrashy elements they have in their music. Very raw, aggressive, just brutal stuff at times. And, they're just a great band. So that is my number 6. Number 5, I got Motorhead. Was listening to them a lot, the last few weeks. Killer. One of the bands that I'm going to be kind of mad that I'm never going to get to see. There's several of them because I'm kind of young. Lemmy passed away in 2015, so, I was 18 when he passed away, so I guess maybe I could have seen him, but I was still kind of new to going to concerts at that point, so never got a chance. But a lot of great albums. They've got over 20 full-length studio albums, Overkill, Inferno, Kiss of Death, a couple of my personal favorites, but whole catalog, very solid. Number 4, King Diamond. Love King, love Merciful Fate as well, but personally I've always liked the King Diamond solo band a bit better. The first like 4 or 5 albums are absolute classic, legendary albums for me. Love Andy LaRocque's playing. Love Michael Denner's playing on those first 2 albums. When the band was formed, it was 3/5 of the Merciful Fate lineup coming over with King Diamond to form that band. So they're amazing. Love Abigail, great classic stuff. Love The Eye. That's always been my personal favorite. Like a lot of the stuff up through the 2000s as well. Still waiting on a King Diamond and Merciful Fate album. It's been in talks for the last several years. Hopefully they can both come out pretty soon. But King is one of the best singers ever. Just love his high voice he has, the falsettos. He's got a bunch of different voices he uses, which is really cool when he's telling his little horror stories there in the music, which in the material, which is really cool. Number 3, I got Judas Priest. Classic band. Re-listened to Painkiller the other day for the first time in a while. Still my second favorite album ever. Just an absolute masterpiece. Everything about it's awesome. Love Scott Travis, who came over from Racer X on the drums. You know, makes his presence known right from the beginning on that Painkiller, you know, drum intro there to start the album. Just killer. Rob, one of his best vocal performances, you know, all throughout that album. Just killer stuff. And of course, Glenn and KK are amazing as usual. And Ian Hill is there, you know, doing some stuff too, I guess. But number 2, we got Archgoat. Great band. Love them. They're from Finland. Very heavy band. They're a blend of black and death metal. They're one of the best bands doing that style, like the Black Death style. And, you know, love all their stuff. Super heavy. All Christianity Ends, their latest EP. It's the last thing they put out. It's just amazing. Horror Bethlehem, another standout. And really, all their stuff is killer. And number 1, they're up here a lot. My favorite black metal band, Inquisition. Love them. All their stuff, absolutely killer. Every single album is just amazing. Invoking the Majestic Throne of Satan, I've said, is one of my favorite black metal albums ever. It's right up there for number 1, but several other albums are. Ominous Doctrines as well from 2010 is just absolutely killer. But yeah, those are my 10 most listened to. But I usually go through the next couple as well, because this goes down to like 30. So 11 through 15. 11, just missing the cut, was Dokken. Listened to them a pretty good bit. Great classic band. They're my favorite band to come out of that, you know, 80s glam metal scene. They're pretty much just traditional metal. Love their new song, Fugitive, that came out a couple of weeks ago now. Killer. Got a great classic 80s feel to it. Number 12, Enforcer. Listened to their new album the other day, I think for the second time. You know, it's okay. I like their previous material better. The last 2 albums I'm not huge on. There is some good moments here and there, but like the earlier stuff a bit more with them. 13 is Mayhem, great classic Norwegian black metal band. Love De Mysteriis Dom Satanis. Number 14, Alice in Chains, the best band by far associated with grunge. They're more of a metal band for me. Dark, heavy stuff. Love Lane Staley's voice. Love Jerry Cantrell's guitar playing. And number 15, Iron Maiden, was going back through some of their stuff pretty recently again, and, you know, just great classic band. Power Slave recently had an anniversary. I even like some of their newer stuff. Some people don't, but, you know, Iron Maiden, great classic band, and that is everything I've been listening to. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all have been listening to lately, and again, thank y'all for 15,000. That's awesome. I appreciate all of you guys, and as usual, till next time, thank y'all for watching.